Hi everyone and welcome to CSC level 1 prep. So in this video, in the first part, we are going to look at what is Canadian Security Course. Then in the second part, we are going to look at how it is divided into level 1 and level 2. Then in the third part, we are going to look at if you enroll for this prep course, what supports do we provide in order to help you clear level 1 and level 2 so that you get the CSC credential. Okay, so let's start with that. So what is Canadian Security Course? Now this is one of the regulatory courses in Canada. So if you want to advise someone on securities, that is you want to advise someone on stocks, you want to advise someone on bonds or mutual funds or let's say ETF products, then you need to have certain credentials to advise them. So CSC is one of the approved credentials in Canada, right? That is regulatory mandatory to get in order to advise a client. So Canadian Security Course is a national foundational credential for security reps and advisor. It is administered by Canadian Security Institute, also known as CSI. CSC is divided into two levels, level 1 and level 2. So you have two exams to clear, two computer-based exams that you have to clear in order to earn this credential. Each exam is 100 multiple choice. It is 2 hours for duration. And in order to clear the exam, you need to get 60% or above. Now this is a regulatory course, so it is required by CIRO, which is the Canadian regulator for licensing to advise on most securities. What does that mean? Earlier it used to be a different, like two separate regulators in Canada. There was MFDA and there was IROC. Both of them have been merged. So CIRO is the Canadian regulator who requires you to have CSC in order to advise clients on securities. That is, if you want to advise on stocks, bonds, mutual funds, then you need to have CSC credentials. So if you want to work as an advisor in a bank or a mutual fund company, right, or anywhere where you have to advise clients, right, regarding investments, most likely you would need a CSC certification in order to do that. So program structure, it is divided into level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is the conceptual exam where we discuss fundamentals of what markets are, then what are the different players in the market, then we talk about economic policy, then we talk about different investment products, stocks, bonds, and we talk about who issues those products. So level 1 is more conceptual in nature. Level 2 is more applied in nature, where you learn to do analysis, fundamental technical analysis. You learn to manage a portfolio, so you learn basics concepts of portfolio management. Then you learn about taxation, and you also learn about how to work with a client. What are the KYC requirement, know your client requirements, or what are the suitability clause that you need to understand in order to work with the client. Now to get the CSC credential, you must pass both the levels within 1 year of enrollment. Now level 1, if you look at a glance, it is 100 multiple choice questions, 2 hours limit. It is done online via Prometric. The pass percentage is 60%. So if you get 60% and above, the scores are shown instantly, right? You clear the exam. You get unlimited resits, but you have to book it, right, within 1 year enrollment period. Each time you book a exam, you need to pay fees. Now level 1, so this is the topic wise weightage in the exam. So Canadian investment marketplace is 16%. It's the most weighted topic in the exam. Then there is economy and economic policy, 13%. Fixed income, that is bonds, are 12%. Bond pricing and trading, 11%. This has some numericals to it. Common and preferred share, 13%. Equity transactions, stock transactions, 10%. Financial derivatives, this is a little bit hard topic to understand for students. It is 10% in the exam. Financing and listing securities, 7%. Corporate and financial statements, 8%. Level 2, Same 100 multiple choice questions, 2 hours, 60% pass rate. Investment and portfolio analysis, that is the first section, 36%. Products, that is mutual fund, ETFs and other structured products, 40%. And working with the client, tax, KYC, suitability, and then 24%. Level 2 is much more applied than level 1. You need to remember that. So when you enroll for this prep course, what do you get? So you get chapter wise video lectures. So each chapter for level 1 as well as level 2, right? We have created different high definition videos where we cover the PowerPoints, we discuss the concept in a practical way. Then we also talk about what's happening in the market right now so that you have a better understanding. And if there are numericals and stuff, we help you to understand how to solve those numericals. So followed by the video lecture, you have concise printable chapter wise notes and also some cheat sheets if they are relevant. So that is there on the Udemy sheet, right? So you can refer to those student notes, but reading the book is very important, but you can also refer to the student's note, which are little bit easier than the book. Then you also get around like practice questions. Each chapter will have some 30 questions, plus there are some like mock exams that you can give out and try. So lot of questions to practice, right? So every chapter you watch the video, you study the notes, then you can practice the questions and move on. And you also have mocked exams in the end. So a lot of questions are also like created for you to practice concepts. Then this is the unique part about this prep course. So it has an adaptive AI tutor. So I've shared the link on the Udemy platform. So you can refer to that AI tutor and ask it questions. If you want to dig deep into some topic, then you can like ask it to expand that topic. If you want numerical walkthroughs, it will like allow you to do that. If you want to create some mock questions and mock exams, it will allow you to do that. So it's an adaptive AI tutor that you can work with. Then this prep course also has podcasts. So these are audio podcasts. So let's say you're driving somewhere and you want to revise a certain chapter, you can listen to them. So those audio podcasts are conversational in nature and they focus on each chapter. So it just revises and repeats things to you so that your mind remembers more. So this is a comprehensive prep guide. If you enroll, you get all of these. So what sets this course apart? So there is engaging multimedia, video, notes, podcast and quizzes. AI tutor is available 24/7 for if you need to solve any numerical or not understanding. It will give you step-by-step ways to solve it. It will create quizzes for you. Exam style practice questions, right, which can be generated by AI tutor and also are there on the Udemy platform. Mobile friendly resources, so you study like easily, especially podcast and stuff. You can download and keep and listen to it when, let's say, you're working out or you're going for a walk or driving somewhere. You can use that time to study. So what do you master when you complete the training program? So you master what is the structure of Canada's investment marketplace and what are the different dealers and what are their roles. Then you master full regulatory landscape and ethics, right? Economics is a big part. So we discuss a lot about economic indicator, interest rate cycles and market impact. Then there is a topic of valuation and trading of bonds, equities, derivatives and ETFs. Especially derivatives, please pay attention. That is a little bit difficult concept to understand. Then we talk about portfolio theories, risk metrics, taxation and suitability, especially in level 2. Who will this course benefit? If you're an aspiring investment and a mutual fund advisor and you want the CIRO license, you want to work with a bank or a credit union, you are a finance student, or you want to switch careers, or you want some recognized credentials. If you're a self-directed investors, if you want to know the markets more, it might also help you. So once again, when you enroll, what do you get? Chapter wise expert led videos, chapter summaries, practice questions, AI tutor, immersive podcast, and timed mock exams that mirror the CSI exams. So our focus is on outcomes. So finish and be ready to pass both CSC level 1 and level 2 exam. Speak the language of Canadian capital markets. You might have some capital market exposure, but you might be new to Canada. So it will update you and reorient you on Canadian markets. You can advise client, impress interviewers, and manage your own portfolio. So that's the introduction video, right? That this is the introduction to the prep course. Like, see you in class.